So after you're done creating your resume, you want to create a cover letter, which will basically summarize what you've written in your resume in sentence form. Any resume that you ever send out should be accompanied with a cover letter that you attach to the front of the resume. Why do we write a cover letter when we're writing resumes? Cover letters present your intentions, your qualifications, and your availabilities. They make a good first impression, and they indicate you are serious about employment. They're professional. It's a professional thing to do. So speaking of professional, this particular cover letter that you're looking at right now is not professional. The tone in your cover letter should not be conversational. It should not be chummy. It should be very businesslike. So if you read the first couple lines of this cover letter, you'll see that the person who wrote this has a very sort of joking around tone, a very chummy tone. You want to be very serious in these cover letters, almost to the point of being cut and dry. Here's a picture of what a sample cover letter looks like. There are various sections of cover letters, and you pretty much set them up all the same. So you'll notice the top has the heading or the contact information, which is your information. Then you skip a line and you put the date that you intend to send it. Then you skip a line. You put the employer's name, their title, their organization name, their mailing address, and the city, state, and zip code. The next thing is your greeting or salutation. It needs to be professional. So, dear Mr. blah, 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 dear Mrs. blah, 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 and a colon afterwards, not a comma. This is a business letter. And then you just have 3 simple paragraphs, which I'll go over in a second. Your closing should have sincerely followed by a comma, and skip a few lines and type out your name, and then write enclosed resume. Now, what you do in between where you typed sincerely and you skipped a couple lines and wrote your name, you want to actually sign the letter. So you print this letter out, you physically sign it, and you attach it to the resume. This is if you're mailing. If you're not mailing, you can't sign, obviously. Okay, so here are the sections of a cover letter. You have your heading, which I went over. It has your contact information, the date you'll be sending it out, the name of the addressee and their title, followed by the company's name and their address. Your first paragraph functions as a way to introduce yourself. You want to mention the position you're applying for and briefly explain your interest in the company. If somebody you know referred you, then this is where you mention their name. The second paragraph, you're going to summarize your work experience related to the job you're applying to, including your education if relevant. The third paragraph is where you discuss how your qualifications match the requirements for the position. Your closing should finish with a thank you and mention that you'll be in touch in a week or whenever you plan reaching out to confirm the receipt of your cover letter. End your letter with a formal closing, such as best regards, cordially, yours respectfully, sincerely, any of these work. Then you attach it to your resume and you send it in.